Hello everyone and welcome back to another Train Sim World 3 video. In today's one we're going to be checking out the German route, which is probably my second sort of most hyped up one. And that is Schnellfahrstrecke Kassel Wurzburg. The longest route in the game, 118 miles. So let's have a look, and we do now have Spirit of Steam installed as well. Massive thanks to DOVETAIL Games for giving us early access to show this off. But yeah, Schnellfahrstrecke Kassel Wurzburg. So you get 7 scenarios with it, 2 training modules, and 1,819 services. So quite a lot. Would be quite cool if with like the timetable, the photo actually changed with each route you're doing. So it's sort of like a German PIS board, like an ICE there or something like that. Jump into a lifelike timetable. We're going to go in the 401. You get the 185, the 401, and the 403 with it. We're going to go in the new one, which is the ICE one, which is great. Let's see what we got. We're going to do a full run. I'm going to have to split it into 2 as I'm cooking at the moment, so something's in the oven. Let's go for... I want to do a full run. Kassel to Würzburg. That will do. Let's do dynamic weather. We'll do clear. 14:20. No, let's do morning. Yeah, that'll be good to see what it's like in the morning. Kassel Wurzburg. Yeah, 6:21 in the morning. That'll be sort of as the sun's. It's August, so it'll sort of be just coming up. Cool. So I'll probably get. You'll probably notice there's 2 bits of this video. Probably just before we get to Fulda. You might notice a little blip, and then, or you'll know when. I've got 29 minutes until I need to get something out the oven. But yeah, here we go. Early access, Train Sim Mode 3, Kassel Wurzburg. Hopefully it runs alright. I mean, yeah, HS1 ran alright. It is obviously pre-release, so there might be a few issues, but obviously they'll be sorted out. Right, there we go. Drive this train from Kassel Wilhelmshöhe to Würzburg Hauptbahnhof. 14 coaches long, over 1,000 feet, and almost 1,000 tons. Not bad, but this is the ICE one, which, to be honest, I probably should have done the training module for, as I've never driven this train before. But with most German trains, it is fairly similar on how you set them up, so we should be alright. Brake key, that's important. Let's unlock that. Let's put the reverser in. Set the reverser to neutral for now. Let's get the doors open. Yeah, super for some. Let's get the doors open on the right. But yeah, most German trains are very similar designs. I mean, this looks very familiar to sort of other German cabs, so we should be alright to just sort of go at it and try and do it without knowing how to set it up. Makes it more fun as well. Signal lights, we want headlights. No, headlights reduced. So headlights reduced. What's signal lights? That's tail lights, isn't it? Tail lights. Yeah, we don't want that. Well, I suppose headlights bright. Get them on. Cab light, we don't need that on. That's all good. AFB, that's got to be on here somewhere. I will find you, AFB. Let's find the AFB. We'll find it. Where are you? It's not under there. Oh, it might actually be on one of these. Yeah, you can see AFB Oz on there. So is it on here somewhere? Pressing buttons. I can see it on that screen there. Okay, let's figure out how to do that. It might actually be back here. Oh, I think it is back here. Oh, it is back here. AFB, yeah. CFA, PZB. Okay, it's quite simple. LZB as well. Well, that was easy. Now, I believe the passenger lights are off. So we don't want the passengers being in the dark. So is there something on here? This is like a really basic just wall of buttons, isn't it? Passenger lights. Would they be in here somewhere? Maybe not. Oh, and you can walk through as well. I should probably here somewhere. You can walk all the way through into the passenger coaches, which is cool. So I'm sure we'll figure out how to get the lights on. Let's just get going. They can be in the dark for now. Doors are on the right hand side, but look at that. The ice one. Which obviously is one of the most iconic trains in Germany. This is like the original high speed Shabam. Let's get the bits of the HUD on. I don't know why they're off. There we go. This LZB's already on, so set that to max. We should then be able to get going. Oh, there we go, there we go. It takes a bit of time to warm up. I know they said about that. The fan's sort of whirling up. Seems to have the same horn as the OS3, which the OS3's been redone as well. Passenger lights, maybe they're on here somewhere. Oh, what was that? So that's all the CFA fuses. They might be on here then. Might be something you have to turn on. Maybe not. I don't know how we get the passenger lights on. On the ICE3, it was like 5 and 5 on here to get them on. But I don't think it would be the same on here. CFA. Got a different person saying all the bits and bobs. Let's get that up. FPS, we're running at 50 at the moment, which ain't actually too bad. So that's good. You might see that coming down just a little bit. You can see the new lighting as well, sort of the way it all looks and stuff. Makes the track look a bit sort of, I know it's the way it's sort of on it, but I don't know. There's a tint to the window as well on the tracks. Off we go though. See that? Yeah, ICE. 53 miles to Fulda. Now we've got half an hour. So yeah, probably just before we will have to, I'll probably have to pop off. Then from Würzburg at 28. So it's about half an hour. So Fulda's in the middle then. I don't know why we've got it in, I don't like that. I'm changing that. Why we got it in that's not any good. Let's see, screen, no, not there. Audio, HUD and gameplay. Automatic. Although for, what would it be? Not distance, would it? Gradient units. It's got to be ratio. Come on, ratio. It's got to be. Much easier to understand. There we go. That's better. Now you can see we are in kilometres an hour, which you would be in Germany. Yes, yeah, so LZB's already on, so we can just sit back and relax and just make sure CFA doesn't bite us. Also try and get a flyby shot. I don't know if the free cam has been sped up. I think it probably still is the same speed. So, yeah. There it goes. No idea how you get the passenger lights on. And I think in the preview stream they were off as well as CFA. So we'll just leave them for now. So as we can have a little look around the cab. That might actually do it. Get that on. There's usually like a train light switch on like the Dostos and stuff. I'm not sure about this one. Ooh, look at that. Through we go. First tunnel. It looks good. Does look good. Still running 50 FPS, which is alright. I'm quite surprised. CFA. They always sound really that depressed when they say that. I mean, I'm not surprised it's CFA going off all the time. If you were the person saying CFA, you'd be like, CFA. There's a nice free. Hello. And I also, I'm probably to keep going on here, I want to get off that as well because that's been annoying me. Where is it? Oh, where is it on here? Accessibility. Auto crosshair. For some reason that's off by default. And then we go into the tunnel. We are picking up our speed. Almost at 200 kilometers an hour. The top speed on this route is 280 kilometers an hour. I don't know if the Ice 3 can get to 280 or the Ice 1 can get to 280. I know one of them I don't think can, because it's like too light or something. But we're going to have fun as we make our way south. So in this episode it will just be the Ice 1. Wow, look at this. And then in probably the next Kassel Wurzburg episode we'll do that'd be very, whoa, that's very dangerous. Probably have to strap it down. Yeah, so in this one we'll just do the Ice 1, and then the next one I want to try and do the Ice 3, and then there might be another one after that maybe, and that'll be in the freight train. But I might leave the freight just for streams and stuff. I don't know. Not too sure yet. Obviously, I do want to show off every train. At some point, you will see it. You know, every train. So this is I suppose 5th train. Yeah, the 5th train we're showing. And the Ice 3 will be 6th. And then possibly the 185, 7. Yeah, and then on to Cajon Pass, which will be scary. Scarily long. But yeah, this route's 118 miles long, which I think is like 180 kilometres, something like that, which is just crazy for a route. I really don't see any German players being like, oh, Kassel Wurzburg, boring. 118 miles long. You can't complain about that. I mean, it's fine sound, but it's an amazing length that is for a route. Well, I suppose it is a high-speed route, so there are less stations. Into the next tunnel, of course, it's going to be less stations. Was that also one of the weird complaints about LGV, that there wasn't enough stations on it, and it's like it's a high-speed route, so there isn't going to be like tons of stations on it. But some people, I know, didn't like that. Although on this one there's 3 as well. I also like it because it's an hour from one end to the other, whereas on LGV you speed up 5 minutes, you slow back down again, whereas on here you speed up and you stay at that speed. That's an hour from one end to the other, which is perfect. Proper gives you that high speed experience for a fairly long time. Look at all these bridges, they are stunning. I think this is where one of the freight trains would pop in. And some of the freight services on here are like 2 hours long. I think quite a few of them are 2 hours long. But I think that is because you have to wait quite a lot for the ice trains to pass through. Because I think at night time it's actually busier than at daytime because you've got the freight trains. So you might see a freight train. It's 6:30 in the morning at the moment. Oh my god. I thought the LGV bridges were bloody immense. Look at this. No obstacle. Too high. Wow. Into the next tunnel. But yeah, hopefully everyone is enjoying this. If you are, do leave a thumbs up. It all does help out. And do so. It's literally just bridge, tunnel, bridge, tunnel, bridge, tunnel, bridge, tunnel. It's crazy. Wow. Now, this is one of the first high-speed lines, so I suppose they would have been making this in... Well, actually, no, I was about to say in the 60s then. But no, probably not. This one was probably built in the 90s. Because obviously Germany, this would have been... I think it was Kassel. I think this would have been West Germany. I think Munich was West Germany. But yeah, obviously there was West Germany and East Germany. And in 1991, they then reunited. So happy, and then Germany, what we know today. So I think that's when they probably built this line then, 90s time. I think the Ice 1 was 90s as well. But it's just immense, this line though. I mean, yeah, 118 miles long. So it's 64 kilometres to Fulda. That just comes down really quickly as well. We've got about 22 minutes until we get there. so far. Enjoying it, loving it. Another massive bridge. Just there's no obstacles. Just build a big bridge. There we go. That's how you sort it. Amazing. Got a little town down there as well. It's pretty incredible what they've been able to do. Then we go to the next tunnel. To there. And obviously LZB's driving us along at the moment. I wouldn't recommend not driving with LZB, because otherwise it's just going to be really tough to stay to the limit. LZB isn't that scary. PZB is the scary one. LZB is like your best friend, and PZB is like your alright mate. Yeah, along we go. This is really good. And also I feel like it's not as bright as, because I feel like on South Eastern High Speed it was quite bright. I don't know if it was just me thinking that, but it's, look at the bridge here. Yeah, with South Eastern it seemed really well. I suppose we did do it at midday. It's 6:30 in the morning here, so actually you'd scratch that. But yeah, it looks stunning. Just like a little tunnel. I can see like the valley there on the other side. A 1 in 79 grade here. Yeah, do keep an eye on the grades as well. So every 79 metres we go forward, we go up by 1 metre. Which isn't too steep, but, you know, steeper than usual. And somewhere along here you get dark signals as well. That's one of the other things they've done. Cool. So yeah, this is the third segment of the first look. As there's too much to get through in one video, so by doing this you guys can sort of just watch what you want to watch. So yeah, this is part 3, and there's probably going to be 6 parts or so, maybe 7 segments of the first look. So that could be even, 5-6 hours worth of just videos first look. Yeah, this is the first look at Kassel Wurzburg. We've got the other trains on here, Cajon Pass to do, which I might just knock out in one video. And then Training Centre, I want to do that as a video. It might not be the longest of videos in Training Centre, maybe half an hour or so, but I want to try it out. As I know a lot of you will be using it, so. And it's a massive new thing, so we're going to do it. Lovely. .51 kilometres to Fulda. It goes really quick. I mean, we've already been going for like 17 minutes or so. Yeah, it feels quick as well. It's quite engaging. It's exciting. The speed, the power of this train is great, and the route itself, just the amazing bridges and tunnels and stuff. It's just mesmerising. Like you go through a gigantic tunnel and shoot out and you're on like a massive viaduct to the next gigantic tunnel. It's just, wow. Level 1 and 2, so this is quite mostly uphill here. But yeah, this is the Ice 1, so on this route you get the Ice 1, the Ice 3, the 403, and the 185, which is for freight. So yeah, you get a fair amount. Well, 3 trains, 118 miles. Can't complain. Now, on South Eastern High Speed, you get 4 trains. Spirit of Steam, you get 2. And yeah, Cajon Pass, I think you get 2 as well. The ES44C4 and the SD40-2. Back up to 250, we're going a bit downhill now, which LZB will just control your speed for you, so don't worry about speeding. You know, it's not your fault if you speed, it's the LZB's fault, which it should keep you at the correct speed, so don't worry about speeding. Just enjoy the train driving for you. I'm liking the lighting on here, especially at this time in the morning, as the sun's coming up. Looks really good. There we go. See, the horn from the inside sounds very much like the how it sounds in the DBBR 101, but then on the outside it's, well, the same. It's the 101, the ice-free horn. And from the inside it sounds like how you hear it in the 101, which is another brilliant DLC for Habstrecke Road. Another tunnel, little, there we go, back in we go. Onto another massive bridge. Not as many big bridges as there were before. Big boy bridges have gone. These little, well, they're still big ones, I guess. Into a big tunnel. There we go. Seafa's about to go off. Get the really depressing guy go. Seafa. But yeah. The icy one. A very iconic train in Germany. This even went to the US as well. In the 90s. I don't know what year 92 comes to mind. I don't think it was though. But yeah, these went on a USA tour. There's quite a few interesting videos about it. Same with the Swedish X2000, whatever it's called. Yeah, that's between, yeah, this and that. Yeah, one of those other sort of lay-bys for the freight trains. Also probably some sort of emergency sort of way to get off the route. Evacuations and stuff. Yeah, it's really good. There you go, we got a trophy there. I guess that means we've driven 100 miles, which is very easy on Train Sim World 3 because 2 of the routes are high speed. And if you do enjoy this route, do check out LGV Mediterranee, which is the Train Sim World 2 DLC, but that's high speed as well in France. So you get TBM 430, like on Southeastern high speed. This is actually running, I think, better than what Southeastern ran, which is surprising as we're going a lot quicker. Yeah, I feel like this is running smoother. Oh, thanks to whoever just did subscribe. You can probably figure out when I'm recording this video. Well, you would have known from the date at the beginning, but yeah. You get to be on a first look video. 32 kilometres now to Fulda. I've got 8 minutes until I need to get something out of the oven. It's close. So at some point you will notice a little sort of transition, but yeah, it's just me going off, eating, coming back. So do not worry. And we've still got 14 minutes to Fulda. That's casserole, so I don't know if I'm going to leave it in too long. I don't want it burning. Seafa, yeah. I got ya. There we go, look at this. No, this is, I know I said we... This is another big bridge. Well, what's going on over there? There's a hill, which is half gone. The kilometres come down very quickly. And the thing is, with the LGV Mediterranee, you can actually go faster than this. You can go up to 320 kilometres an hour, which is 200 miles an hour. At the moment, I think we're at about 155 miles an hour, so still quick. But yeah, not as quick as LGV. And on this route you can get up to 280, which I guess must be in the ice free. So we'll be checking that out at some point as well. The landscape is pretty jaw-dropping though. Just the way they even considered a high-speed route across this is mind-blowing. But it works and they've done a brilliant job. And DOVETAIL have done a brilliant job of recreating it. Cool. I should have probably really done the route introduction, but I don't know if route introductions are actually still a thing. Yeah, because I don't know, I haven't really checked, but we don't really need an introduction to the route. We just want to get on and drive. That's literally what I like to do in this game. I'm not really a scenario person or a journey mode person. I know a lot of people sort of like that progression, you know, during the journey, working your way through, but for me, I just like getting on, getting straight into a service and just exploring what I want to explore of a route. So, like this, doing a full service along the route, first thing we do, that's what I like doing. So that's what we're doing. It's like a bit of little hair on the webcam there, it's really, get that. I'll leave it for now. 22 kilometres now, we're due there in 11 minutes. See that? Yeah, see that. Another massive bridge we're going across. Am I enjoying this more than Southeastern High Speed? Quite possibly. But then I suppose this is new, so... But yeah, if this is your first segment of the first look video, this is Train Sim World 3, comes out on September the 2nd for early access on Standard and the Deluxe Edition if you pre-order, and if not it will be out on September the 6th. So if you want to play this before everyone else, early access, pre-order, deluxe, or... Well, in fact, when you're watching this, I don't know if you will be able to pre-order anymore. So, yeah. You might be playing this yourself. How are you getting on with it? On we go, 18 kilometres, do you feel that? I don't know, we aren't going to get there by in the next 4 minutes, are we? We might get there a little bit early, but we'll see, we'll see. Oh, there's 280 there. Yeah, we have got 280 coming up. Exciting. We might get there, I don't know, it's tempting to just wait. Well, I think on the DOVETAIL game stream they got there quite early, like 4 minutes early, so... Kassel Wurzburg, just a couple of minutes more. We might be able to do it. So it's only about 10 miles, and at this speed, and going up to 280 now. Well, I guess we're going up to 280. It did say it was now 280. Maybe not? No, still 250? Well, I don't know, but yeah, we're still at 250. It did say 280 it was going to go up to. Well, it comes like down to 250 anyway very soon. So there wouldn't really be much point. Along we go. I'm on in 1, 2, 3, 13 kilometres. I'm just looking at the time and looking at the distance as well. Right, that's buzzing us. So that should mean it should start braking. Well, not soonish, but soon-ish. I don't know if we actually will go back to PZB before we get to Fulda. I guess we might. But once we get below 160, that's when it will start wanting us to go to PZB, possibly. 11 kilometres. It's going to be close. I reckon we can do it in like 3-4 minutes. Seafair, yeah. It would be nice to get there and then we can just do the next bit, you know, after. Yeah, it's a nice journey, isn't it? You're just rocketing along. The speed cut is going up really quick. The distance there, beep beep. Yeah, so you've got 220 now showing up on there. 220 in 5,400 metres. And that's going down pretty quickly. So you should start seeing that coming down soon. As the train's like, oh, I better start slowing down. Yeah, you can see it's starting to slow down now. We've got the G come up, which means it is going to start slowing down relatively soon. Oh, and there's also a new element to the HUD, which I'll show in the second half, on one of the other bits, where it tells you sort of what to do with PZB, which is quite cool. I'm not going to turn it on now as we want to get to Fulda. Oh, we can get there within the next 2 minutes or so. We're only 6 kilometres away and you see how quick that's coming down. I suppose it probably does allow you to have a bit of time as it's a long distance service. Sort of having a bit of leeway to the times of it. Whereas with a commuter service it's like really tight. With one of these services it's quite, well, I'd say loose, but no, it's not as tight a timetable. Maybe we do go back to PZB. I don't know. I'm trying to remember the procedures to go back to PZB from LZB. I swear if we get an emergency stop, that will be annoying. I know you have to get the AFB off, which we can do quite easily. You just have to turn around and, well, do that. So yeah, we're... Give that a bash. We're now at 157. We're only 4 kilometres away, which ain't too bad. See that? Maybe it does just keep control of us. Maybe we don't go back to PZB, quite possibly. I don't mind not going back to PZB. We really are coming down. Maybe we're even coming up to a red. It's still 3 kilometres and we're going at 130. So I don't know, maybe... Or is it preparing us to go back to PZB? I'm waiting for the end lamp to show up. I'll just get AFB off, so I'll just look behind AFB off. So I suppose they might do. They might sort of turn around, grab at the, push the AFB. We might be coming to a stop. It's double yellow there, so there's another ice bump. Give it a little wave. I don't actually need to acknowledge that. I don't know why I did that. That was out of pure just used to doing that. But yeah, you don't actually need to do that. As we're on LZB. We are coming to a stop. We must be. Wouldn't be going this slow, would we, for still 1.8 kilometres away. There's a green coming up. Oh, now, hang on, now we're speeding. Whoa, it's like a... Up we go, okay, alright. I think the LZB must stay on. I don't think we do change back to PZB, which is fine. And that's good. I don't mind that. Right, we have got a warning for an 80 there, so I'm just going to acknowledge it, and I don't need to. I think we may need to start controlling it anyway, because that 80's just come into... yeah, that 80's just come on, so I'm going to take control now. As we come into Fulda, which is a pretty good point to go in there, which is a couple of minutes late. Hopefully it's not burnt. Shouldn't be, usually alright. See if I don't panic, So I've got this covered. Got some Dostos over there. It's a long platform, isn't it, here? Ooh, we got the stop marker on. I don't like seeing that on. I'll get that turned off for the next station. The brakes seem to be alright on this, so don't need to worry about that. Hang on, where's platform 5? That's when it tracks, isn't it? 4 and then straight to 6. German platforms are interesting. Fairly concentrated here. That was a really good first run, that was, and obviously we'll go on to Würzburg next. But I'm gonna... For you it'll be like straight away, for me it'll be probably half an hour. I do need to shoot off as soon as we come to a stop. There we go, brilliant. Doors open. Awesome, first bit, right. I shall see you all. Whoa, I hit the mic. See you all in a second. See you in a second, everyone. Right, there we go. For you guys, that would have been like an instant. For me, it was about, well, actually 20 minutes. Ooh, you can hear the train like shutting itself off. I am really enjoying this. I knew I was going to enjoy the German, but I don't think I'd actually enjoy it this much. But it's been really good. I mean, the time absolutely flew on it from that sort of area. It's been great. You also got the AI here as well. You can see the 146 there. Probably the reason why it is in sort of the locomotive list, because, well, it's there, but you can't actually drive it. So you want to Wiesbaden. This one's going to Munich. It says we're 2 minutes late, but then we're actually still going to be leaving on time. So you do get a bit of a break here, don't you? Let's have a little sort of fly around, see what we can see. So here's the Dostos here. Chainstegen Regional Express 50. That's the one in Dresden though, isn't it? I don't know if this is near. Yeah, that goes up to Leipzig. Yeah, we got to wait until 56. Oh, this was the signal box they were going on about. Look at that. It sort of looks like you know, legs under here, and then I don't know. It looks like I don't know. I think Dovetail said it was like a dog or a pig. Yeah, the signal box up there. Now I suppose we've got 3 minutes, haven't we? Let's go for a little walk, as we have got time. But yeah, not sure how you turn on the passenger lights. Obviously we'll figure that out at some point. Maybe it's here somewhere. Some sort of guards area or something. But yeah, these are the passenger coaches. So as it's an ICE, they are absolutely bloody lovely. And you walk through. Sorry, passengers, and that's probably been a little bit dark, but you know, you can see that on there. Another one coming in there. Is that one going straight through? No, I think it is stopping. There you got some more sort of nice bits there. So I think this is all first class. Very spacious, very nice, very ICE, ice cool as well. Is this still? No, this isn't first class. No, it says 1 on there. Maybe it is. Or where's the bug? Well, through we go. Probably isn't much more. We might as well. We could have even gone on the outside and ran through. Here's the bar car, which unfortunately is closed. Would have been cool to see it open, a bit like on the Northeast Corridor ATS 64 where it is open and you can see in and stuff. I don't know where everyone is on the train. No one's on the train. Maybe they all got scared of my driving, or they're all scared of the dark, so they got off. Maybe that's a possibility. We keep going through. We must almost be there, mustn't we? Oh, okay, no. We're only about halfway. You got the screens on the outside. Screens on the outside. What does that say? Anyone know? What's that say? Maybe this one doesn't have the screens on the outside, like on the Ice 3. No, possibly not. Have you got screens on the inside? I think that was... No, you have, haven't you, on the... do you want to go up control? No. No, you got these on here. Würzburg, Nuremberg. Yeah, right, well let's get back into the front. We'll just teleport back. Will be cool. And yeah, then we'll get ready to go. But yeah, doesn't it look great? There's the other one over there. It's just a really good looking train. There's not really much else to say about it, apart from it looks really good. The original high-speed German train. Doesn't get much better than that. And then the Ice 2 is fairly similar. Someone will probably know the technical differences, but yeah, I think the Ice 2 is fairly similar. Right, the next bit of our journey. Let's get the door shut. They have the same sounds as the IC coaches. Or a lot of the coaches you get up the 101, I think. 85 kilometres. So I think that is the same length of what it was before. So what we'll do is we shall pop that on and we'll turn that off. And I'll start putting the throttle on and you'll hear the fans starting to sort of turn on. Ready? There we go, get ready. Doesn't go yet. It's building up, building up, building up. Any second now. And there we go. We start going. Cool, innit? Let's go. And we'll let the LZB take control. My PC is really like at the moment. But that's all good, as long as it doesn't turn off, we're all good. So I had to leave the game on whilst I was away. You can't save the game anymore. Which I suppose that was one of those moments where it would have been really nice if I could have saved the game. But now it's been temporarily disabled. Oh, route map. Apologies to any route mappers out there. Here's the route map. So yeah, it's a pretty long route. Straight down as well. Right, we're still under LZB, so that's not too bad. 85 kilometres, back up to 100, then 140, so it's starting to go back up now. I guess the classic lines scurry off over there somewhere. And we get to go up to big boy speeds. Let's go ahead. Just whilst we can get a flyby shot, it becomes very difficult to once we get onto the high speed bit. I wonder if it's longer than the IC3. It does, certainly seems like it. Speeding up now to 200. Yeah, 200. I saw that for some reason. I saw that's 200 miles an hour. But no, not on this route. Sifa. Yeah, I am really enjoying it. Are you guys enjoying it? Let me know in the comments below. Or in the live chat. I mean, I'm probably streaming it at the same time as if you are watching this when it's premiering. I probably am streaming as well. Yeah, I mean, it's TSW3 launch day. I'm just going to go ham with content. So I'm probably streaming at the same time as premiering. So just watch what you want. It's up to you what segments you watch. You know, maybe you want to watch the US bit. Watch the US bit. Maybe you're not interested in Southeastern high speed. You don't need to watch it. It's still split into sections. Which I thought would be much easier than just a whole like 6-hour long video, which would take like forever to upload. So it's also easier doing it like this as well for me. Right, I can see a 280 on there. I don't know if we actually will get up to 280. We're going about 100 miles an hour now. You can actually do the CFA before the guy starts having a go at you. You can see the little thing there on that illuminates. Oh, what's that indicators? Oh, hello, that's quite cool. Well, let's have them on, but you can see, you'll see it come up. Just keep an eye on the CFA. You can cancel it before the man's like, CFA. So you can sort of cut out the annoyingness. And that's what I'm doing now. Come on, CFA, light up. Any second, there we go. Do it before he even talks. Which is always nice. We continue on into another tunnel. Traction motor blowers. Oh, and also I didn't mention Spirit of Steam will also be doing that as well. Probably just one video on it, as well, I've seen it before. But it's got the new lighting on there, so I'll check that out as well. So you will see all of that as well. There is plenty of Train Sim World 3 action approaching. This is a big bridge. Well, not as impressive as it seemed. Big bridges are on that first bit. I know what this bit's like. Oh, and also on this bit, we will be going. Where is it? Here. Here it is. Here. Once we get to here, we'll be crossing over Main Spessartbahn, which is a route for Train Sim World 2020. Well, Train Sim World 2, and now it's on Train Sim World 3. But yeah, we'll be going across Main Spessartbahn, which will be really cool to look down and see it. See if they've actually modelled it. Like, you know, maybe Langer Preselten will be modelled. Maybe even Gemünden will be modelled. That would be cool to see. But no, I'm really impressed with this German route. As I said, when I first saw sort of it, you know, the route, I was like, yeah, Southeastern High Speed, that's the one I'm going to be doing first. But actually, I feel like I'm probably actually enjoying this more. I suppose this is, you know, it's completely new. But I don't know, this just feels more immense and more, I don't know, I just feel like I'm preferring this. And I can just see myself doing this a lot more as well, you know, with the, you know, in lightning storms and stuff, the challenge of, I don't know, but yeah. For me, it's out of Southeastern High Speed and this route. Obviously, you know what I'm like with US freight routes. I'm not the biggest fan, I'll play them every now and again. So yeah, in terms of routes to Train Sim World 3, sort of the ones, my favourite sort of ones, it would be out of these two we've done so far. Cool. Also, I suppose some good news. I had a little cheeky look at the Cajon Pass timetable, and I think from one end to the other, it's about 2 hours 10 minutes, which ain't too bad considering it's 85 miles long. So it should be fairly swift. So it's averaging 40 miles an hour, which is good. Another little bridge we're going across, although we'll get to that at some point. So there'll probably be another Kassel Wurzburg video after this, which will look at the ice-free and the 185, and then it'll be Cajon Pass, and then we'll do the training centre, and then we'll look at Spirit of Steam. Because Spirit of Steam, I don't think there's been any changes apart from the lighting, and just the new features. Although I love the level crossing feature, where the cars now go across the level crossing. Love that. Almost gone 20 kilometres already. No challenge for this train. We're still actually working our way up to top speed, which is 250. So maybe we don't go up to 280. Maybe it's the ice-free that goes up to 280. I don't know, it's because this train's too light maybe? I don't know. I think there was like a reason for one of the trains not being able to go up to 280. That's like be slowing down for the bridges. So yeah, 155 miles an hour, so quicker than anything in the UK by 15 miles an hour. Well, I think the Eurostars can go a lot quicker. In fact, we are only 25 kilometres an hour faster than the Javelin we get up to, which is 225. Well, it just feels quicker though. Much quicker. This is a bloody long tunnel we're going through here. Yes, we passed through this tunnel in about, 30 seconds or so. This would have... Oh no, we don't do that. This would have taken, probably a whole year or so to build. And, we passed through it in about 30 seconds. In fact, this is a really long tunnel. More than 30 seconds. This is a... I can't even... Where is the end of the tunnel? I think I don't know, 1 in 80. This is a really long tunnel. So we're doing, I think, about 2 kilometres or so. 2-3 kilometres. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we're in this for a little while, I guess. Oh, there you go, 280 again, you see on there? Maybe that's where the ice-free there, and there's the end of the tunnel. That tunnel was about 3-4 kilometres long. Maybe even another kilometre it could go down. No. Yeah, that's a bloody long tunnel. But you get the sparks on the canteen area as well. Try and get some of that for you. There you go, look at that little spark there. Still running at a fairly nice sort of 50 FPS. I'm surprised it is running this well. A few drops down to 25 every now and again, but that's probably just to be expected. Especially as it's early as well. So it's not bad, and also I've got my graphics preset to high, a few on medium, so yeah, it's pretty much how it would look. Near enough on a next gen console. I'll say probably a mix between last gen more heading towards next gen, sort of how it looks on my PC. And I've noticed we started off with clear skies. Look at this. Clouds are now appearing. Love it. Will we get rain by the end of the journey? Find out. Awesome. And I do like that, the dynamic weather. Just to see the change in the weather. It's just one of those nice things. Bit of horn, 55 kilometres to go, so we're on 30 kilometres now. We'll do that at 7:28, so we've got 20 minutes. But no, I think I may be enjoying this more than Southeastern. Just the thrill of going at this sort of high speed on a designated high speed route. Because Schnellfahrstrecke and Munich to Augsburg, you know, it was 250 on Kolnaken, but it was only half of the route. So you sort of sped up. 5 minutes later, that was it. You were back on to 160. Whereas on here, same with sort of Munich to Augsburg as well. That was 230 kilometers an hour. So it still wasn't, you know, too fast. And again, that was actually for most of the route at 230, but it still didn't feel high speed. You know, you still had all the S-Bahn Regional Express going past you. Whereas on here, this is high speed. You know, massive tunnels through hills, massive viaducts. You know this is a high speed line. So this is like a proper German high speed. More so than Kolnaken. Fly-by shots don't work too well. There we go. As you can see, it goes quick. 50 kilometers to Würzburg. I'm going to start keeping an eye out now for main Spessartbahn. I don't know why I keep saying it funny, but yeah, it's just there. Oh, hello, whoa, hello. Buzz, buzz. I don't know if at some point we do go back onto the more classic lines. Yeah, I'm not too sure. But it does look like we are slowing down, so I don't know why that. It says 0 as well, so I'm not too sure. Maybe we are following something. Maybe a freight service. I mean, it is 7 o'clock, so there might still be one lingering around on the line. Oh, that's gone 250 now. Oh no, yeah, no, beep beep. I'm just waiting for it to go. Beep beep, all emergency brakes on, all hell break loose. 40 kilometers now. It is saying it's starting. Oh, hello, there's a classic line there. Wonder if you can see AI running along on that. That's cool, there's a classic line there. Cool. I'm guessing that might actually be the line which joins up at Gmunden. Because when you're coming sort of out of Gmunden towards main Spessartbahn, you've got the line that goes off to the right, and then the one that goes off to the left. Obviously, you take the left-hand line. So I wonder if that's what that is there. I wonder if that's the one that goes off to the right. If you played main Spessartbahn, you know what I'm on about. I'm looking forward to just flying over it, just to see if they have modelled Lange Preselten, because you're sort of right over the top of that. Can't be too much further. So we're getting close to it. We're getting close to revisiting main Spessartbahn. Yeah, we're really close now. It's just here. That must be that line. It comes off here, then it must go round. Oh, and it's getting a bit hazier, so maybe we're going to see some rain at some point. See the little volumetric clouds up there? Which are pretty nice. FPS is actually really good, so if you have got Train Sim World 2 and you're just a bit like worried about how it'll run Train Sim World 3, well, for me it's been near enough exactly the same, if not on this route better, in a weird way. I suppose there's not a lot of AI on this route, well, there's less than Southeastern, but it's actually ran quite nicely, so yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about how the game runs. I mean, they said they updated the specs because it was more in line with modern day products. This must be the bridge coming up after this tunnel. So I think it's sandwiched between two tunnels. As it can't be far off now, I reckon this must be the one coming up. And we shall survey the landscape. Or is it this one? No, it's not that one. It's got to be then on the next. It's got to be on this stretch coming up. I'm looking forward to seeing it. crossover of another TSW route. Something special about that. I'm getting ready to go in the other cam. Right, this one. It's got to be this one, isn't it? Yep, there's main split up barn there. There it is. There's the massive river. And Langerpreselten's over there. There you go, that's main split up barn. Cool. Well, we didn't see much of it as we flew across it in about 10 seconds, but yeah. There we go. One of the things I was looking forward to doing, and we've done it. Cool. 32 kilometres to Würzburg, which in this train won't take too long. I mean, it says we'll be there in 15 minutes, and we were about 4 minutes early to Fulda. So we might even get there within 10 minutes, so that's not bad. It's about 20 miles, isn't it? 32 kilometres or so. Cool. But no, really enjoying this route. It's been good. It's been really good. And I did see some people after the preview stream saying it looked boring, which I suppose if you're more into commuter stuff you might say this looks boring, but once you get your hands on it and play it yourself, I think you'll probably find it is quite fun. Just the thrill of going at this speed with all the tunnels and bridges and scenery. Yeah, I think definitely if you're one of those people who said it looked a bit boring, do get in the driver's seat yourself and go for a run along the line. So we should get the other line joined up fairly soon, which then takes you down to Lorbanov. Kilometres, which again won't take long to cover. I mean, considering it was 85 from Fulda. What's that down there on our left? Ah, there we go. 4 railways there. Yeah, that's the line from Law coming up, that is. So if you play main split up barn, you know what that place is. Because that's the line you sort of join up to if you're going towards Law. You sort of have to go under it and it sort of comes across the river. That's just joined up with us now. It's cool to see. Liking the dynamic weather, that the build up of the clouds. And the way we're actually going under the clouds. I know it sounds weird, but I think on Train Sim World 2, it was always sort of the same clouds you would see throughout the whole journey. It would sort of be the same ones, whereas on here, you know, they move across the landscape, and I know it's more real. Like you can see we're going under one now. Would be quite cool if it did start raining. Well, it's gorgeous morning. Well, that might have been clear up again. It's all random, the weather. We've got 22 kilometres, so I can't imagine it'll be too long until we start slowing down. So what's that, about 15 miles or something? I don't know, maybe. Does seem to be getting a little bit hazier. Yeah, some sort of river there. Solar farm there, I think. Oh no, all solar farms. So it's a perfect place for it. Anyone been on this route in real life? It's always a good question to ask. Yeah, it must be fairly soon we start slowing down. But that just flies by, that does. It's great. I would say it's probably a better, well, I don't know, because you're not going 320 kilometres an hour, but then you do sustain a high speed for a much longer amount of time. But I would say it's probably a better high speed experience than LGV, Mediterranean. but at the same time you can go 70 kilometers faster. Well, 40 kilometers faster if you get up to 280. But the difference with this one, you can sustain that speed for a much longer period of time. And it's nice seeing hills as well, because today I was on Train Simulator doing a route where there wasn't much hills. It was just flat the whole way, Cambridge to Peterborough. But that's a really steep track. $15 yeah, we should start slowing down soon, unless it wants us to go straight through the station. Which would be funny-ish. In Germany they love making massive bridges. In Dresden, Chemnitz, that's another route. Tallender, Dresden, Chemnitz, you've got massive bridges on there as well. And that's not even a high-speed route. They do like building their bridges, the Germans. And tunnels. Yeah, you can see a decrease in the limit coming up. What a really nice run, and yeah, about an hour or so. Nice, quick and easy run. I think I'll be streaming this for quite a bit. Sort of one of those days where I come back and I'm tired and just come on here. Train drives for you, you can press Q. Nice journey, seen it. It is the perfect one for, you know, if you've had a long, busy day. Come home, stick this on, nice hour's journey, nice scenery, high speed. You're not actually really driving the train too much, you're just sort of letting it do it for you. It's pleasant. But yeah, I'll try out the Ice 3 next, which I think is from Fulda to, well, it'll be a Fulda to Kassel service, and then I'll also do a freight service as well. It's a bit of, well, checking out the trains on the route. Super. There we go. 7.8 kilometers. Comes down quite quickly, as you can see. I mean, look at the kilometers coming down there. It's almost just counting down in seconds. 7.2, 7.1, 7, 6.9, 6.8. Well, maybe not in seconds, but I suppose 68, 67, 66, 65, 64, 63. So we'll be there in a minute's time. Right, we're slowing down now. 59, 58, 57. 56. You literally could be there in a minute's time at this speed. It's crazy. But yeah, it does look like it's getting a bit more built up now. I don't know how big Würzburg, with a massive yard down there. Can we drive down there? Oh no. Into a tunnel. I think this takes us most of the way into Würzburg, because I was looking at maps. G-Maps, Google Maps. Trying to figure out where this tunnel went. I think it takes you most of the way into the station, so that was good. But does LZB end? Do we have to change over to PZB? It's fine if we do. Oh, the train's actually oh, it is gonna end. I want the cab light on. I need to turn off the AFB. It should be that sorted. We should be okay. Hopefully it won't put the emergency brakes on. Although I think we've done that. I've completely turned off AFB, so should be alright. That was really good. And there we are at Würzburg. Little river down there, which is lovely. Warning for a 30. There you go. That's gone off. Hasn't put the emergency brakes on either, so that's good. Now here we are, everything's, well, once we stop, probably about 4 minutes early. Not bad. Welcome to Würzburg, everyone. What does everyone think of that? That was a German high-speed run. That was not bad at all. I'm guessing we're going to be coming across. Well, they're still a kilometre away, so... There was a warning for a 30, so... That's why I brought it down to, well, 30-ish. You can get the air feed back on now if you really want. You can set it to 31 kilometres an hour if you want. There we go. Oh, I missed a signal there. And here we are coming into Würzburg. There was a warning for a 30, so I don't know where that 30 has gone. Unless that's maybe at the end of the platform. Yeah, you can set the AFB by just different. Yeah, that's quite cool. Here we are. There's a 185 over there with a freight service. There might just even be background AI just going about its day. But I've got to turn off the stop marker. Oh well. Got an ice free coming in over there. Oh, we've got 500 hertz magnet as well, so things get a little bit serious. That's why you'll probably want to come down to 30. You do not want to pee off a German signal. It will bite you. There's the ice free over there. Which is the 403, DVR 403, not the 406. Don't worry, Seaford, don't panic. You probably could use the AFB to come to a complete stop as well on this one. Well, you could on any, but you get a bit more control. There's a 146 over there. There we go. That was a really enjoyable run, that was. No, don't stand up. Oh, I didn't mean to come to a stop there. Oh, there we go, that would do. I pressed, actually we're in the platform, there's no stop marker either, so it doesn't actually really matter where we come to a stop, that will do. But yeah, that is Kassel Wurzburg. There you've got the Pringle stuff there as well. Oh, that driver's in trouble. Oh dear. But yeah, that is going to be it. Hopefully everyone did enjoy that. That was my first look at Kassel Wurzburg, and the next segment we should be looking at the Ice 3 and also at the DBBR 185. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed it. Links can be found in the usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store. Apart from that, thanks all for coming in, and I hopefully will see you in the next one. See you all. Take care. Bye guys.